There are several keyboard shortcuts that you can find useful on a daily basis. If you have a laptop, for instance, Windows P allows you to dictate what kind of display situation you want, whether it be extended, duplicate display, or if you're just hooked up to a projector. Another useful one is Windows plus E, which brings up the main Explorer window. And while you have a window open, Windows plus any of the directional arrows actually does quite a few things with the windows. Left brings it to the left, right brings it to the right, up maximizes, and down will restore or minimize. One improved feature in Windows 7 is window management, and one in particular is the comparison view for comparing websites. In the past, you had to resize and get them next to each other. Now you can just drag it to the right, drag it to the left, and you have a comparison view. You also drag to the top to maximize. Jump lists and pinning are actually cool new features of Windows 7. We'll start with jump lists. Jump lists are essentially listings of recent open items from within an application. So for remote desktop, I have all the remote desktop connections I've had, my most recent documents if you just go over Word, and pinning. Pinning means you can send an app to your taskbar and keep it there indefinitely. But also, whenever you open up new instances of it, they stay within that icon. The easiest way to find things on your computer is simply using Windows Search. Easy to get to. Just press the Windows key on the keyboard and really type in anything you want that you're looking for on your computer. If you're looking for PowerPoint, type in PowerPoint. It's easier than using an icon on your desktop. If you're looking for even a word inside of a document, that's easy to do, or an email. Just type it in and it will find it. For those of you who are familiar with Windows Vista, you'll notice that the sidebar is no longer loading by default with all the gadgets under Windows 7. However, these gadgets are still available for use. Simply right-click on your desktop and go to Gadgets. You will find all of the default installs as well as anything else you've downloaded off the net. A few that I use are Pandora Radio, allowing me to stream music based on a genre or an artist. As well as just a general clock and a CPU meter, so I can kind of see what's going on with my memory usage and as well as my processor. One nice feature of Windows 7 is the ability to change your theme. It's easy to do. Just right click on your desktop, go to personalize, and there's several themes included. One's architecture, characters, landscapes, and nature. So if you click on one of them, for instance nature, you get a sound set that is unique to that theme. As you can tell in the background there, I have a changing wallpaper. It changes about every 10 seconds. And you can actually change that interval if you just go and click on the wallpaper section and just change it to whatever interval you're looking for. It is kind of battery intensive, so there is the option to turn off that feature whenever you're on battery power. The last feature I want to cover on Windows 7 is actually only applying to Windows 7 Business and Windows 7 Ultimate. It's an extra feature you can download called Windows XP mode. And it essentially gives you a virtual Windows XP environment to use whenever you have an app that just doesn't work, or somebody who's not familiar with Windows 7, like your parents or something like that. So I've already done all the hard work on downloading that and installing it. And actually, if you just open it up, you actually have a full environment here. Looks just like the old Windows XP. Does everything that essentially you need it to do. There are a few limitations, but in general, it's a full OS.